Hey, welcome to this. This is an update video. You know you made it big time on video on YouTube, when you start to make update videos. But let's be honest here, we don't actually need one. But the reason for... Man, I just murdered all of them. The reason for me making this is there's one thing our channel have. That is consistency. Oh no. Getting dunked on right now. But you may have noticed in the last maybe couple months or so, consistency has been a little bit lacking. I've been skipping a few days on the videos and stuff, and that's because the latter part, the last few months have been really busy. Mostly with work. I mean, really only with work, for that matter. And that's going to culminate with me having to, take a little trip for about 3 weeks or so. In fact, I'll be overseas. Maybe not overseas, not right word, but I will be out of the country for about a week and a half for those periods. Either way, there will be no video coming up for about 3 weeks. But after that, I think I will have actually be able to come back to a more consistent schedule where, I'm making videos almost every single day. That's really good. I need to use that more. Just lay up. Okay. So since that's the main thing I wanted to announce, because there are some folks, believe it or not, who actually watches these videos. So I don't want them to just sit there for several weeks like, what's going on with this guy? That said, might as well turn this into an actual update. Basically, I'm playing these two games right now. These two games being on the JRPG front, Trails of Cold Steel, and then on the strategy, action, whatever I want front is Pyre. Pyre especially, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I was expecting to enjoy the story and the artwork and everything, but the gameplay is actually fantastic. There are a lot of depth that I maybe didn't expect right off the bat. Then, maybe I shouldn't be that surprised, because Supergiant is known for making games that have some gameplay depth. Anyway, so we'll continually be playing this, and after that, I'm gonna play the game that I said this game reminded me of, which is Banner Saga. The Banner Saga, the third part of it, it's supposed to come out in about late July. I've been looking forward to that for some time now. I really enjoyed the first two. In fact, I think the first two parts of the trilogy are sort of my new favorite. Not new favorite, that's not the right word. But one of my favorite, I guess, newer generation turn-based RPGs? Turn-based strategy games, I suppose. I don't really know what you call them. I want to say tactics, but I guess it's not precisely tactics. So there were a lot of the old ones, like Tactics Ogre and stuff like that. Final Fantasy Tactics. But out of the ones that came out recently, there are a lot of them. Banner Saga is actually without a doubt my favorite. They had a very fresh combat system, and I think the story is told in a very way that I enjoy quite a bit. Anyway, so I'm gonna play the third one when it comes out, which will be likely right after I finish Pyre. So I hate the fact that you can't queue up the dunk or the shot right before you hit the ground. You have to wait. And of course, on the JRPG, I'm still working through the second game of Cold Steel. That's gonna be there for a while. Oh, why did you just dunk on me? He had his shots. I have to say I'm not enjoying this game quite so much. Well, I'm enjoying it, but not as much as I enjoyed replaying some of the Trails in Sky games, which I guess is a surprise to absolutely nobody. But it's still good, so I'm gonna work through it. Interestingly though, in Japan, the fourth It's supposed to be a trilogy originally, but now there's actually 4 parts to Cold Steel games. And the third one came out last September, if I remember correctly. And the fourth one, it's supposed to come out this September, which is actually quite a fast turnaround. And the way they're be able to do it is because they actually originally planned for, I just killed myself, originally planned for only 3 games. And I think they said something like, well, we couldn't fit it in, so that's why we ended up with 4. So they had a lot of assets that are available. You know, if you're cynical, then you would say, well, they're going to reuse a lot of the assets, which I don't blame you for thinking. But that's coming soon, and we still don't know exactly when the third game is getting localized. There are a lot of rumblings recently, especially in the last couple of weeks, that it might be sooner than you would expect. But if that's the case, wait. We're gonna try to play that whenever it comes out. I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen in between. I've been thinking about playing the fan translation for some time on the crossbow games, but that never really materialized. Partly because you know, I want to play the official version, but there's no such thing as official version. Which, let's be honest, it wasn't looking like the official version was ever gonna happen. But we may at some point just bite the dust and play it, the fan translation, whatever that might be. So we'll see. I'm gonna see what happens after I finish the second Trails in the games. And what am I, wait, what's going on? Oh, I'm still alive. Well, let's win this. And so when that finishes, we'll figure out. If not, if that doesn't happen, we have another game that I've been wanting to play for a long time. That's on the queue and on the bubbles. I'm also thinking about playing like stuff like BattleTech, but I just don't know if I have enough time in my life for something like that. So for the forthcoming future, we're gonna keep going our crossbow Erebonian adventures, and we might get back to the miserable worlds of the Banner Saga, which is kind of interesting if you think about it, because in both games, things are pretty bad. Maybe that says something more about me and the kind of enjoyment I get out of my games than the game that I choose to play. But anyway, so that's an update. No videos for the next 3 weeks, but after that, better schedule, more consistent schedule, as you would expect from a talking bird. Thanks for watching, and thanks for watching all the other videos. See you next time.